Hey guys, welcome to The Good Feeling. I'm Katie. And I'm Catherine. And we're here to show you a new segment, a series on how to transition to a plant-based lifestyle.
Yesterday we had a super fun day.
We did.
So we went to a grocery store and we picked out some foods you might want to consider when transitioning to a plant-based lifestyle.
Absolutely. And we hope that some of the things we pointed out would be helpful and inspirational to you, and just have some fun with it.
Yeah.
This is our grocery store experience. The first thing obviously we see are sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes are really good for you. They're actually really high in fiber and potassium.
They are, and they're used in a lot of plant-based foods, in soups and stews, on salads. I mean, they're very, very versatile. So next we see potatoes.
And the potatoes are actually on special, so that's something to keep in mind.
I think there are also onions as well. So if you can buy those in bulk, they'll keep for a long time.
Yeah, you just have to keep them in the refrigerator.
Keep them in the fridge, and they are very versatile as well. You can use them in a lot. Don't worry if you don't like onions, you don't have to use them, but they do have them on special.
Yeah, something to keep in mind.
Exactly. So the Dirty Dozen is a list of fruits and vegetables.
It's the amount of pesticides. So what? It's a really handy list to keep in mind, because they look at 12 of kind of the dirtiest foods per se that you probably either want to buy organic instead, or if you choose to buy a fruit or a vegetable off the Dirty Dozen, just make sure to really wash it well.
Exactly.
So here we're looking at apples.
And apples are usually found in many wide varieties, and usually most stores now carry organic apples.
Because the apples are actually, they are on that Dirty Dozen list.
They are.
So again, just something to keep in mind. Now we're going to buy some avocados, one of my favorite foods.
Oh, totally. And the way to tell if an avocado is ripe is you should have a minimal amount of pressure, and the skin should give slightly, but it should remain indented.
But I guess if you do buy one that is a little too ripe, you could use them in a smoothie as well.
Right. So if you need a recipe calls for an avocado that is ripe, you certainly want to buy avocados that are ripe today, not in a few days.
Absolutely. So tomatoes are actually, again, they're on that Dirty Dozen list. So another thing to just, if you choose to buy the non-organic, just make sure to really wash them well. That might be something that you want to choose organic.
And try to pick tomatoes in season. Canned tomatoes also a great substitute for fresh tomatoes.
And here we have some green beans. Perfect for the holidays coming up. So
green beans are delicious, and they're not on the Dirty Dozen.
They are not. So now we're looking at strawberries. Actually, my kids love strawberries.
Strawberries are awesome, especially in the summer when they're very plentiful and ripe. The price is usually lower. They're abundant. However, if you want strawberries, if you want to enjoy them in the wintertime, you certainly can. Mm-hmm. But probably best to look for an organic strawberry.
And they are, again, they're number one on that Dirty Dozen list. So you want to look for this specific label that you should see the USDA organic. And then here we've got bananas. So again, with the banana, not on the Dirty Dozen, not really necessary to buy organic bananas.
Exactly, they're in their own peel.
This section can be overwhelming, I think. I mean, you look at all this and think, where do I even start? What do I choose?
A lot of greens to choose from anymore. There are so many greens out there. And it really comes down to personal preference.
It does, yep.
So you buy your greens.
I actually buy mine packaged. I find that a little bit easier.
But for busy families who don't want to have to peel and wash or chop their kale or their greens, buying a prepackaged green is a great alternative. Mm-hmm. We choose to buy the Lacinto kale or the curly kale. It does get tough though, so you do need to kind of peel it and massage it a little bit, and then it will soften up over time.
So now we've got, we're looking at peppers now. Again, peppers, the sweet bell peppers are again on that Dirty Dozen list, so it's something you might want to keep in mind. But if you're looking at cost, red peppers in particular can be a little expensive.
They can get expensive. They certainly can, depending on the season. So you could either forego them altogether, but they are a nice staple. I know we eat a lot of them.
We do too.
So you either need to bite the bullet and buy organic, or just wash the conventional ones. Just make sure you wash them very well.
my family, we eat a lot of bread, and so just one thing to keep in mind is just to look for whole wheat, if possible.
A whole grain.
So we love snacks in our family, and our go-to snack if we're in a rush and we're heading out somewhere, Lara bars. They come in so many delicious flavors. Our favorite, anything with chocolate. Peanut butter is a staple in our family, like our house as well. So we love peanut butter. So I think just something to keep in mind, look for a natural brand peanut butter.
Exactly.
Okay, who doesn't love mac and cheese?
We love mac and cheese. I mean, Kraft mac and cheese was such a favorite in our family. And we still probably love mac and cheese if we didn't know what's in it.
The great thing with eating a plant-based diet is you can still enjoy your mac and cheese. So this is a great brand to keep in mind. It's called Daya. My kids love it. I love it. My husband loves it. There's really not much not to like. So
the quinoa that we buy is True Roots. And can come in a bigger package, so you can make a lot of it ahead of time. Lots of great plant-based yogurts out there.
You just have to search a little bit for them. So just look for the dairy-free. So look at how big this plant-based milk section is.
Oh, it's incredible. Yeah. What an offering. You would never see that 5 years ago.
No, you wouldn't. We've tried almond milk, soy milk, just something to keep in mind, the non-GMO. You do want to keep that in mind when choosing milk. But honestly, I think they're all really good.
I think it's just personal preference. So whether it's coconut or almond or cashew or flax or non-GMO soy, there are a lot of good milk alternatives out there.
So Beyond Meat, I don't know if you guys, I mean, we eat this a lot.
We do.
Just because I think it comes in a Beyond Meat chicken, ground beef.
Beyond Burgers.
Beyond Burgers.
Are really, really popular.
And they're really, really
good.
And you can substitute these just directly in place of any kind of meat.
One of the first things that we did when we transitioned was we took, let's just say, a spaghetti meat sauce. And so instead of ground beef, we used spaghetti and marinara sauce and the beefy crumbles. Who doesn't like pizza?
So the great thing is now there are great vegan options out there. So Daya also has a pizza, which is delicious. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video. We have some exciting news.
We are so excited about this really, really big giveaway that we're going to announce here shortly.
So stay tuned, more details to come.
More details to follow.